The 2026 Met Gala theme was Fashion is Art, and as someone who generally loves art history, I was so excited to see how people would pull this off. When I heard the theme, I was hoping for attendees to connect fashion with selected art pieces, and I was happy to see these pieces come to life on the Met Gala red carpet. And while some people just showed up cute on the red carpet, a few of them actually did their art history homework. These are the few looks I personally chose because they both gave us literal and loose interpretations of the art pieces. There are so many more, but these are my picks. When I first saw Bad Bunny, of course, I didn't recognize him. And if you wonder what I'm talking about, Bad Bunny aged himself 53 years with prosthetics and other makeup choices. But did anyone notice his tuxedo had a detail referencing the 1947 Charles James bustle gown that is literally hanging inside the Met Gala right now? His look was unique because he was actually wearing a piece that is actually in the museum. Rachel Ziegler showed up to her first Met Gala blindfolded, but I instantly recognized the reference. She was wearing Pra Ball Gurung, and her look was channeling Paul de la Roche's 1833 painting, The Execution of Lady Jane Grey. If you need to know the whole story, look it up. This piece is currently on view at the National Gallery in London. Heidi Klum. She is someone who really loves to have fun with fashion. She's become very popular with her Halloween looks, and for this year's Met Gala, she literally turned herself into a statue, inspired by the Veil Vestal and the Veil Christ sculptures. Lauren Sanchez Bezos and Scarapelli, and it referenced John Singer 1844 painting Madame X. And when it debuted in Paris, the strap simply being off the shoulder was considered scandalous for this time. The painting Madame X was provocative and ahead of its time, and I could appreciate her message wearing this look. Angela Bassett looked amazing in her hot pink gown, and she references The Girl in a Pink Dress, an 1827 painting by Harlem Renaissance artist Laura Wheeler Waring. The color, the silhouette, and the makeup was spot on. Now, one of my red carpet favorites, Coleman Domingo, showed up in a custom multicolored Valentino look, and he referenced two artists, Picasso and Jean Michel Basquiat, in one look. The checkered primary colors, the boldness, and this is exactly the type of loose interpretation I was hoping to see on the red carpet. Kylie Jenner channeled Venus de Milo, the armless Greek goddess statue, in a naked bustier look by Scarapelli. Did she play it safe? Yes. Is Venus de Milo one of the most recognizable sculptures in history? Also yes. I've personally stood in front of this statue at the Louvre, and let me tell you, it's different in person. Truly magnificent. So when I saw this look, I recognized it instantly, and I had to put it on my list. But not to be outdone by her sister, Kendall showed up channeling the winged victory of Soma Race, and also wearing Scarapelli, and another favorite view at the Louvre. I loved how the Jenner sisters secretly coordinated in both designer and inspiration. Now, my last look, which I really, really loved, was Venus Williams. She was the co-chair of the Met Gala, and she actually wore a look inspired by a portrait of her. Robert Pruitt's 2022 painting, Venus Williams' Double Portrait, which hangs in the Natural Portrait Gallery. She even wore the exact same necklace from the painting on the red carpet. She didn't just reference art, she is art. And that might have been one of the most on-theme moments of the entire night. And speaking of what looks good on camera, if you ever wonder what outfits work on screen and which ones don't, I put together a complete guide on exactly that. If you want to learn more, just check out the link in my bio. There were honestly so many more looks at the Met Gala, but these were my picks for the night. So drop in the comments and you let me know who did it best, or who do you think completely missed the theme. Thanks for watching. Follow me for more. Peace.